I'm 32, male. 6 months into our engagement, my fiancée, Victoria, 29, took me to our usual steakhouse and dropped a bomb. We'd been together 3 years, wedding set for next summer. She pushed her salad aside, squared her shoulders, and put on that sharp, boardroom expression I knew too well. "Daniel, we need a serious conversation," she began. "Shoot. I want a prenup." I put my fork down. "All right. I mean it. I've worked my ass off building my life. My parents got cleaned out in their divorce. I refuse to ever be that vulnerable." I nodded. "Completely reasonable." She blinked, clearly expecting a fight. "You're not mad?" "Why would I be? It's smart." A relieved smile spread across her face. She reached for my hand. "God, I love you. Most men would get defensive, but you get it. I can't gamble my future on anyone. Not even you." That last part stung, but I kept my face neutral. "So how do we do this?" "My attorney is already preparing the documents. Standard stuff. Everything we bring in stays ours. No spousal support. Clean split if it ends." "Perfect. I'll have my own lawyer look it over." She laughed. "You don't have a lawyer." "I'll find one." The rest of dinner she was radiant, gushing about how mature we both were, how removing money from the equation would make our marriage bulletproof. What Victoria didn't know was that I had stayed deliberately quiet about my own finances from day one. She assumed I was a regular mid-level tech contractor, pulling maybe $90K a year. She never dug deeper, and I never volunteered. Truth was, 5 years earlier I'd written a boring but insanely useful restaurant inventory app. One licensing deal with a huge hospitality group still paid me roughly $40,000 a month in royalties. Add 4 fully paid-off rental units, a stock portfolio I'd been feeding since I was 18, and the quiet 7-figure exit from a failed startup she thought had tanked, and my net worth was comfortably north of 8 figures. I drove a 2015 Accord, lived in a nice but basic apartment, and shopped at Target. Lesson learned young: money changes how people treat you. I wanted someone who loved the guy, not the balance sheet. Victoria, meanwhile, loved broadcasting her success. Her marketing agency had a dozen clients. Her condo carried a fat mortgage. Her BMW was leased. But in her telling, she was one campaign away from private jet life. That same night, I called my old college roommate Tommy, now a partner at a big family law firm. "Tommy, I need the most ruthless prenup attorney you've got." He started laughing so hard he wheezed. Wait, Victoria wants a prenup to protect her money from you?" "Pretty much." "Oh, this is delicious." A week later, I sat across from a leaner, a woman who looked like she bench-pressed corporate raiders for fun. She flipped through my asset summary and grinned like a great white. "Let me make sure I've got this right. Your fiancée believes she's the rich one and you're the broke boyfriend she's graciously saving from poverty. That's the gist. She's in for a surprise." Victoria, meanwhile, was telling anyone who would listen how progressive and empowered she was for protecting her empire. At a group dinner, she actually announced, loud enough for the whole table, "I told Daniel flat out I'm not risking my future on him, and he was totally cool with it. He knows I'm the primary earner here." My buddy James, who happens to pay me rent every month, almost inhaled an ice cube. I shot him a death glare that said, "Shut your mouth." Her first draft arrived. We can't tell the full story in a short video. If you want to see the full story, click the link in the